Small victories. So, if our number one goal is to stay motivated, and I mean not just motivated, but excited and eager for change, well, then we need to start looking at every single step closer to our big goal as a win. Over the years of working with people on a one-on-one basis, one of the biggest obstacles to change and clients realizing their goals, and I mean any change, whether it's rehabilitation from a car accident or athletic performance or even weight loss, it's our need for the big win. It's a milestone, some major outcome that we can post about. Now, that's not it. That's not how we get what we want. I continually reinforce the acknowledgement and the celebration of the action steps with clients. Every training session, every time you did something you said you were going to do, well, that's a win, right? So, much of the literature on behavior change focuses on industrial and organizational psychology. And Teresa Amabile and Stephen Kramer, in their book The Progress Principle, well, they talk about the number one element that separates effective teams. And they've recognized that employee engagement and satisfaction, which this thing that they called inner work life, well, that's just a really cool term for how happy you are at work. It's dependent on facilitating and acknowledging progress. Not the big wins, but the tiny steps forward that lead to the big win. Now, this might seem obvious, but it wasn't. When managers were asked in the pre-study survey what was the most important driver for project success and employee motivation, the answer was overwhelmingly money. It wasn't progress, it was money. So the researchers, well, they also noted that the most successful teams and managers, well, they were keenly aware of inhibitors. And these are things that get in the way of progress, like mistakes or political infighting. And it doesn't have to be big, it could be little, it could be any small mistake that really impedes your progress. So what they found with regards to both project motivation and success of the project was that an inhibitor or a setback of any kind was significantly more powerful than an equal amount of progress. So, two good things, one bad thing, motivation gone. And that's what they found. Now, now, how does this apply to our health and fitness? Well, first, the study involved 12,000 electronic journals. Employees monitored their daily activities at work. They recorded them in electronic diaries, which they were sent in for analysis. Now, the analysis and the study results, well, this totally reinforces the power of a journal. It's a potent tool for providing information for change. Now, second, it again reinforces the idea that progress is also a powerful motivator, and that if one little setback, and there are always going to be setbacks, if it can so easily kill our motivation, well, then we really, really need to acknowledge each and every step, especially the small steps forward, as a win, as a victory. We need to bank those victories to stay motivated, and we also need to immediately identify and address any inhibitors that can create the setback. Now, now, this third one, this is not something that I read in a book or their book, but projects at work, well, they come to an end, but work doesn't. There's always going to be a new project, at least until I retire anyway, and which is probably going to be never. But if I want to stay motivated and if I want to stay happy for my entire work life, well, through multiple projects, well, then it has to be about the daily victory and not just the project outcome. Changing our health and fitness is no different. I started with a weight loss project and I achieved that goal, but I didn't truly appreciate the steps on the path, the cardio, a healthier relationship with food, saying no to a second helping, and I gained it all back multiple times, more than once. When I focused on the small victories, well, that's when I learned, when I learned to love the daily workouts, that's when my own inner work life stabilized. So, you know, it's totally cliche, and I'm going to apologize up front, but it really is about the road and not the destination.